Capri Sun. UK. Orange. US. Rip snort in radical power punch cooler. Of all the arbitrary differences between America and Britain, this one is my favorite. The only character tropes that matter. Mad scientist. Goth. Chaotic Dumbus. Eggman. Shadow. And Sonic. In that order. You get it. I read that capsaicin makes your mouth feel like it's burning because it increases your nerve sensitivity to heat, and menthol works by doing the same thing to cold. So if I eat a habanero pepper and then chew a bunch of breath mints, they'll each other out and I'll be fine. Hey, guess what hellfire tastes like? Mom tried to grow a lemon tree here in rainy Washington state. I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying over this tiny ass lemon. Always pee after sex. Yeah, that doesn't prevent pregnancy. Fgajagakala, it's so you don't get a UT. Concept. Instead of Hedwig, Harry goes into the pet store, and this little snake in the back of the store talks to him. Obviously gets his attention more than the other animals, and Harry feels sorry for it, so he takes it home. Then the snake helps Harry throughout his years at Hogwarts, as Harry carries it wrapped around his hand, all like, "Psst, Harry, the Dark Lord is coming," or just pettish like, "Harry, now is the time, ask out Cho Chang." The snake getting really agitated in second year, and Harry like, or, "What's wrong, little friend?" And Snake's like, "Nah, don't worry, it's cool, it's just that big F-off snake in the pipes that keeps making you think you're hearing things. It's like 10,000 foot long, and I'm a comm snake, so you know, bit intimidating." Third year he eats scabbers and saves them all a lot of time. Her name is Hedwig. My hand slipped. 2018 Grinch has no edge. He's got no bite. He's not even that much of a hole. He's just a sassy gay furry with unusually nice teeth, despite his famous theme song declaring otherwise. 1966 Grinch. Now that was a meme. Scary bastard. He was a crusty old deaf who hated society so much that he only came off his frozen mountain to commit crimes and terrorism out of spite. Then a Cumberland Grinch comes down from his mountain to buy groceries. You can round the edges off a character to make them more relatable or whatever, but you also run the risk of losing what defined them in the first place. The end result is bland and generic. 2018 Grinch is a reflection of modern society's rejection of real character flaws in the interest of being unproblematic, and in this essay I will. What was your opinion on the Jim Carrey Grinch? Jim Carrey Grinch said B. ate glass and threw a whole child in the garbage. He is an absolute champ and the only rightful heir to the throne. You. Hey. Me. Turns around and accidentally hits you with my comically long Plague Doctor mask. What? Every time the camera turns to me, my Plague Doctor mask has gotten longer. Me. In September, when the leaves started changing and the weather was a little cooler. Seasonal depression I'm healthy and happy, and I love fall. Pumpkin spice lattes. What was I thinking? I'm remembering it as worse than it was in years past. Me. 8 days into November, when it's freezing and getting dark at 5 PM. Oh yeah. I went to a clown hatchery in Madison today, and oh my fucking god, there must have been at least 10,000 clowns there. It was incredible. The breeder told me he's been operational for 8 years now, and DJFJHD the new morphs he's working with are amazing. With the regular white, orange and snowflakes he's working with something that gives them a blue tone. They're gorgeous. I read this like 10 times before I realized you were probably talking about fish. Throw the word metaphysical into a conversation. Just got back from my metaphysical. My doctor says I got bad vibes. Isn't that therapy? Me. I sure love music. Pops in my earbuds. My brain 0.00001 seconds later. Hee hee hoo. I think someone is trying to get your attention. You can't hear them though. Oh god. You'd better take off the earbuds. Do it now. Do it now. Do it. Old punk rock song. 1, 2, 3 let's go. IGKJ KGFG JDF KJGD KJH KDL KDF HGF KKHF GHS WDF KJS KGHF. Shakfjorfknfj. Me. This slaps hard. Give us the child. I'm going to defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found. Maybe the real treasure was this gun I found along the way. When people ask where you see yourself in 10 years. 2029. That's not a real year. A pessimist sees a dark tunnel. An optimist sees light at the end of the tunnel. A realist sees a freight train. The train driver sees 3 fucking idiots standing on the train tracks. Jeffrey Jefferson, my main man. This is a Baylor joke. Like I know it's Halloween, but I really cannot handle that I'm alone in the library at 1:30 AM and a guy dressed in bell-bottom pants, a dress shirt, devil horns, and devil tail corners me and coerces me into signing his clipboard. I don't like it. Turns out, he does it every year, and it's performance art. I've been subjected to random acts of theater, and I hate it. Why do 90% of all medicines sound like cool wizard names? It is I, Zatek the Almighty. You are no match for Xanax the Wise. Viagra. Just found out moose can dive as deep as 20 feet, 6 meters, for aquatic vegetation. Can you imagine like being a diver and you're 20 feet underwater, it's murky, and you run into a moose. A moose? This is, by the way, one of the reasons that a regular predator of the moose is the orca whale. The what? Dear bilingual people, what language do you think in? I asked my mom, because her first language is in Spanish, and her answer was, I don't even know. I don't even know if I think. Calls you daddy. Calls police. Is spelled or spelled? Spelt is spelled in any nation that isn't America, but in America, spelt isn't spelled. It's spelled. Thank you so much. Excuse me, Avatar. I see a little more than 4 element. Periodic table of the element. Yes, hello, I'm the last barium bender. I hate stories where, after spending months or even years working and traveling, and living together, and developing a found family dynamic through their shared time and experiences together, all the characters just break up once they've achieved their shared goals and defeated the big enemy, or whatever, like, oh, we've done what we set out to do. I guess there's no need for any of us to see each other again. It's probably best we all go our separate ways, so we can get on with our lives, like F that. We are all God's children, and he left us in a hot car. Is this 21 Pilots? Disrespect me like that again, and I'll pistol whip your grandparents. Clowns are the pegs, on which the circus is hung. P.T. Barnum. Pegging clowns. Pegging hung clowns. This is why this website is worth negative money. Playtime's over. No, it has only just begun. Coward. Why can't I, the smelliest boy on Tumblr, make a group chat? Not so fast. You don't have permission to create a group chat yet. Peter Parker in the 2002 movie is fking incredible. He gets bitten by a fking jacked red blue spider, and he doesn't say hey, someone should take me to the hospital mayhaps. He just goes home, then the bite swells to the size of a fking jawbreaker, but he's like nap, I just need a nap. Then he wakes up the next day and discovers that he doesn't need his glasses anymore. And he has a fking 6-pack. Does he flip his entire F? No. He says, cool, iconic. 2002 Peter Parker had no health insurance. It's a wheelchair. Where's the person that was using it? Something happened there. You hope it was a miracle, but probably not.